Hello, and welcome to the Energy Connect studio at Gastech 2023. I'm delighted to have sitting next to me Paolo Danesi, Commercial Director, Exergy International. Paolo, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks to you.
Now, can you tell the audience what Exergy International is doing in the energy space?
Exergy International is a solution technology provider of organic ranking cycle. A few words about what is an organic ranking cycle. Is a technology, is a power system that is able to produce energy like another typical ranking cycle that engineers are typically known to use, which is typically using steam and water as a fluid. An organic ranking cycle is using an organic fluid that is able to boil at lower temperature. So the system is able to produce power using the heat at lower temperature. This kind of technology is very used in green power generation in geothermal field, and also in waste heat recovery, which is the field that we are, of course, presenting here today. Exergy was born more or less 15 years ago, and in this short period was able to deploy in the market more than 500 megawatt of plants, most of it in the geothermal plant, but more or less we have about 20 units in the waste heat recovery business.
That's really interesting, Paolo. And what technology innovations are you working on around this technology?
Well, we say that innovation is in our DNA because the company started as a startup in introducing the radial outflow turbine technology, which was an old technology, the so-called Ljungström type turbine, into the world of our organic ranking cycle that was able to improve the efficiency and the performance of the plant. But after that, we are continuously improving the turbine itself and other applications, so that the cycle and other possible use of the organic ranking cycle.
When we come to the gas sector, can you go into a bit more details of some of the applications that Exergy's technology is used within gas?
Well, we believe that gas in general, oil and gas sector could have a huge potential for the use of organic ranking cycle. That's why we're here. From the more, let's say, known to the public, which is the combined cycle in the downstream gas turbine, we think that, for example, the use of organic ranking cycle downstream the gas compressor station could be a plus instead of a steam turbine because of flexibility and the no use of water. This is probably the most widely known to the public of this technology. But then there are other applications like a pressure let down station where the turbine itself can be used as a way to reduce the pressure, recovering energy and producing power where you would waste that energy. There are other type of applications like recovering heat from any process industry in the oil and gas sector, like in many other process industry. Of course, wherever there is a heat to be recovered in the process industry, an ORC at low temperature can recover energy. Then, of course, the one that is probably more relevant and new in the market is the use of the cold energy. Basically, the possibility to recover and to produce power from the difference in temperature between the cold well, which is the LNG, and the hot well, which is the seawater. Using the differential temperature among these two sources and interposing like a cycle, an ORC cycle using propane, we are able to produce power where this energy would be lost. So there is a big number of applications in this business.
That's really interesting to hear, Paolo. And in your viewpoint, how can wasted or unused heat energy be reused in a circular economy?
With the use of our technology, heat can be recovered. You can imagine that there is more or less 20 to 50% of the heat input into the process industry, from oil and gas to steel and to whenever you need heat, it's lost in the environment. We believe that with our technology, a big part of this heat could be recovered and transformed into new power generation. In this way, reducing the carbon footprint of the industry itself.
Yes, and I want to touch on reducing carbon emissions. You touched on a few times there. more specifically, how can your technology be used to meet net zero carbon emissions?
Well, of course, the reduction of the carbon emission is made by many small improvement of the industry and the process. Recovering energy from the waste heat, it's a way to reduce the energy that you need from fossil fuels that you have to input in the industry. So of course, this is not the panacea, I would say, for all the needs on the industry in terms of carbon footprint reduction, but it's an important step to the reduction of the carbon footprint.
Absolutely, Paolo. And just before we go, we're here for Gastech in Singapore and Asia. What's the importance of having this gas and LNG show here in Singapore?
Well, Singapore is a big hub. It's an important hub to enter into the Asian market, and Asian market is one of the most important for all the oil and gas industry, and in particular the LNG industry, because of course many countries around Singapore are the key markets like Japan, China. So it's the key market, and Singapore is a big way into this market.
Great, Paolo. Just want to thank you for coming down to the Energy Connect studio.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks everyone for watching, and I look forward to bringing you more studio interviews from the show floor in the coming days.